Oh ho 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 ho. Yes! Yes! Bye bye, city. Goodbye. Freeze! Don't move or I'll shoot. No, 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 no. What's up everybody, welcome back to Casual Red. We are in another video on Military Tycoon. Okay, we have somebody to lend me the Nuke Railgun Tank. So yeah, Police Collie 1 bust up 4,000 Robux just to be in a video. And the Nuke Railgun Tank was kept at the stats of level 1. So I gotta give it to him. More importantly, I hope you guys purchase something because you liked it and not specially for my video because I don't want you guys to regret purchasing it later. But yeah, I appreciate it. That being said, let's get on to it. This is the stats of the Nuke Railgun Tank at level 1. Now the stats are the same as the regular Railgun Tank for damage and speed, but the health is 3000 more on the Nuke Railgun Tank. The health is only 6.95k on the regular Railgun Tank. So I do expect the damage output to be the same as the regular Railgun Tank. So let's cover the other features quickly before we go into the Nuke. It should be the same as the regular Railgun Tank. 4 seconds charge, 4 seconds reload, and a total of 8 seconds per cycle. Oh, that's 2 seconds shorter than the regular Railgun Tank. Regular Railgun Tank has 4 seconds charge as well, but the reload time is 6 seconds, making it a total of 10 seconds per cycle. Yes, the railgun is hit scan as well. Somehow it does more damage on the NPC carrier, but it does the same damage on the gold AC-130. Okay, it is ultimately not my tank, so the railgun does deal damage to the tank when I'm using it. So I gotta put the gold AC-130 far away. You may not be able to see the health clearly, but it does the same damage as the regular railgun tank. Secondary weapon does the same damage as the railgun tank as well. Speed feels the same. Okay, the health is weird. The Nuke Railgun Tank has higher stats in numbers, but it can only take 15 heat knife slashes. If you watched my previous video, the regular Railgun Tank can take 16 heat knife slashes. Now you see why I don't really trust the numbers. Okay, so not everything is the same as the regular Railgun Tank, especially the reload time, health, and railgun damage. Let's take a look at the main event, the Nuke. This bad boy is not a nuclear bomb. This is a freaking nuclear cannon. It has the same 4 seconds charge up time and it has a 2 minutes cooldown between nukes. But it has the same 4 seconds reload before you can use the railgun. Just a small comparison, the Super B-52 only has 100 seconds cooldown for its nuke. So the Nuke Railgun Tank takes slightly longer. So how does it work? There are only 2 weapon slots. When the nuke is fully charged up, you cannot choose whether you want to use the nuke or not. The next round will definitely be a nuke. So during the time when the nuke is charging up, the primary weapon will be the railgun. This is actually quite bad in my opinion because nuke is a big thing and I want to be able to decide when I want to use it. Imagine I'm facing a leopard tank and I'm forced to use a nuke. Yeah, something like that. The nuke is hit scan as well. That means where the nuke will land is dependent on my cursor, not where the turret is facing. The nuke must hit something to explode. Surprisingly, the damage of the nuke is just decent. What do I mean? It has the same damage as the railgun. I tried it on the NPC carrier and the gold AC-130. By the way, if you're wondering, my Super B-52 does similar damage to the NPC carrier too. So you can see it like a huge AoE railgun. And yes, the AoE is very huge. I am over here and I still get hit by the nuke. What if you triggered the railgun and the cooldown of the nuke is completed during the charge up time? Bad news, it will fire the nuke. What it fires is not based on the trigger. It is based on the point when it is firing. So watch your cooldown before you decide to fire something. A feature that I don't really like. Can the nuke armor prevent you from dying? The answer is yes. You will not move from the nuke if you're wearing the nuke armor. It will only deal a little more than half of my health. Now that means that the nuke of the railgun tank is much stronger on players relative to the Super B-52. They deal similar damage on NPC carrier, but Super B-52 only takes about slightly less than half of the health of me in nuke armor. So what is the charm of the Nuke Railgun Tank? You can aim from a very large distance and cause a huge explosion very quickly. That is something you cannot do with the Nuke Zeppelin or Super B-52, because we will need to fly all the way there to drop the nuke. But being a ground vehicle, there is a huge disadvantage because you can't drop the bomb exactly where you want it, unless you do this. Epic fail. Okay, don't do that. Aerial vehicles that can hover like the Nuke Zeppelin is very good at dropping nukes because it is top-down. And Nuke Zeppelin has an awesome AI turret system. So is it worth it? I mean, it is really good and really fun. A different perspective to use the nuke. But it is 4,000 Robux. If you already have a nuke vehicle, I really cannot justify spending on it as a casual player unless you really love it. But if you just want a nuke vehicle, I would prefer the Nuke Zeppelin over the Nuke Railgun Tank.